just slow me down. You raise your thoughts, let go to a higher ground. Invite the guiding light inside the door.
Yeah, so we're now currently sat in my F80 M3. Things I don't like about it. That's easy.
5 things you don't like.
5 things I don't like. So quite an easy one. The cold start sound sounds like an air compressor.
Okay.
Literally sounds awful. The other thing that I really dislike, which is actually something that I've done to it myself, is where I've lowered it and put front splitter on it, it now scrapes on everything. And that is my own doing. It looks
that's
cool.
Where I get a daily message telling me it's broken.
Yeah, pretty much. It's held together with sticky tape now, so I do regret that, but never mind. It's one of those things. Bit of a mistake, but never mind.
At least it looks nice. So we got the cold start, the front splitter.
Front splitter, yeah, which is quite funny.
About the noise, has that grown on you?
The noise? No, when I first got it with the noise, I thought it was dreadful and I needed to change it, but that's now grown on me and I actually quite like the noise it makes.
Okay.
That said, I still would be quite interested in changing the exhaust to all the equal length ones, which would actually resolve the issue, or allegedly resolve the issue, I don't know, but I'm quite tempted to give that a go. But it doesn't actually bother me anymore. What does annoy me is I can't open the exhaust flaps.
Yeah.
Unless it's in, well, even when you put it in the Sports Plus mode, I think that it shuts the valves in third when you're going over 70, something like that. It's not as loud as it could
Stop
be.
it droning.
Yeah, which is fine, but I'd be quite happy to do it. I mean, there is a fix I've seen where you can remove the valves,
Okay.
or like take the plug out or something, I don't know.
Them, Switch it off with the Sport Plus mode engaged and then unplug the valves.
Exactly
so they
that.
stay
But yeah, I also feel like that's a lot of faff. I guess the fuel economy is not great, but
what do you get on a motorway if you're?
So the best I've had is high 20s, and on my commute into work, which is stop start around town, it's 24, 25.
Okay.
So
So I think the M240 I got about 32, 33 on my way down here.
it's not bad.
Not bad at all, no.
What were you doing? Well, obviously the speed limit.
70, yeah.
Yes,
Speed limit
obviously
all
the speed limit all the way, yeah.
Cruise control at 70.
Exactly.
The whole way, just about.
Do not condone speeding.
No.
So that's another one we can add to the list.
Yeah, fuel economy.
Fuel economy. I don't know whether this counts, but I would have rather bought it in a different colour. Because because I wanted a manual car, there were very limited options. So that's sort of a negative. Pretty much any other colour would have been my preference, other than this.
What
silver.
colour would you have gone for, ideally?
Is it San Marino blue? The light blue,
Yeah.
or the dark blue, which I've also now cannot remember the name of.
Yeah, that's the one that's on the CS.
Yeah, that colour. I would have gone for an M3 CS. Yeah, okay, actually there is one more. So as it's a manual car, the one thing that does annoy me is, so if you want it in Sport Plus mode, you lose the automatic rev feature.
Automatic rev matching,
Yeah, I really like the rev matching feature. I can kind of heel toe, but it does it so much better than I can do it. I will happily bow down to its superiority on that front. But yeah, when you put it in Sports Plus mode, so with all the traction control off, it won't rev match, which is also when it's in the loudest exhaust mode, when it makes all the sort of the noises and pops and bangs and stuff. So yeah, it's a bit annoying that you can't do.
That mean you just drive it in sport more often?
Yeah, I pretty much drive it in sport all the time. Or if I'm just commuting to work in the comfort mode. And it's frankly like a 330 diesel, you know, it's quiet, it's comfortable, it's yeah. Okay, so if we want to go on to things I like about it.
Yep.
So controversially, even though I said I don't like the sound of it, I also do like the sound of it now, but it took me a bit of time to adjust. Yeah, completely. It was an adjustment, coming from cars that just are good sounding in general before this. Yeah, so noise massively has grown on me, and I do actually quite like it. I would potentially like it to be a bit louder, but it's fine for what I use it for, daily driving.
It's loud as it is, but
Yeah. Well, I think that's a lot to do with and I quite like this feature, and I know a lot of people probably don't, is the fact it sort of generates sound in the car for you.
yeah, the speakers.
Yeah, so I can't remember what it's called. Adaptive sound control, I think, or something like that, where it pipes noise into the car. I guess it means it's not quite as obnoxious on the outside, and it still sounds loud on the inside.
Yeah. So mine does the same thing, but it
yeah,
almost sounds louder through the speakers than it does from the exhaust.
yeah. I mean, I think this is very similar in that sense. It's a bit louder, piped through the speakers, but I don't dislike it. Other thing, I mean, obviously the fact it's a manual. There weren't very many of them when I was looking. I think when I last checked on Auto Trader, there was maybe 1 or 2 for sale.
Yeah, there's no.
So there is quite a rare thing. There's a few more M4 manuals, which was my other sort of thought and option, but didn't go with it because I actually prefer the look of this, which leads me on to the next one, which is the way it looks. I think it looks great.
Wide arches.
Yeah, like the rear wide arches make it look really cool. And that's the main reason why I picked it over an M4.
Yeah.
Despite the fact it's a premium.
Yeah.
For that privilege, and I didn't get a competition pack because, as I say again, manuals were limited with my options, but it's what it is.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a nice car as it is.
Yeah, it's nice. It's a nice place to sit, and a lot of the bits that you know that the competition pack comes with, you can buy on eBay secondhand and stick them on. So
for much cheaper as well.
yeah, exactly. It's not the end of the world. Obviously, I like the way it drives, performance. It's quick enough for everything that I need. It's quite a simple one, quite an obvious one.
Yeah, it does everything, doesn't it? I mean, it's 4 doors.
Yeah, it's sort of a jack of all trades, really. If it was quicker, I think it would be more like my XKRS, which just couldn't put the power down, and actually that was quite... It's fun to drive, but when I daily drive this, I wouldn't really want that.
No, of course. So you've got the exhaust, the way it looks,
Where it drives. Or performance-wise.
Performance, yeah.
Tell you what, the seats in this are really comfortable, so I'm going to put that down as one of them.
Yeah, they are nice.
It's a really comfy place to sit.
Bolsters too.
Yeah, it's nice. It's comfortable, but if you took it on a track or you go down a windy country road, it gives you a lot of support. Really nice seats, nice sort of material as well. It all feels well built, and
that's
for a car that's not brand new, it's I think it's remained in.
Yeah, it's been good condition.
It's good condition. It's stood the test of time.
The carbon looks really good up here.
Yeah, that's quite cool. I do like the carbon interior. It's a good feature.
It's not too much either.
No. If I ever want to do stuff to this car, there's so many different modifications you can do to it. There's so many options. There's endless choice. I mean, like if I want to get more power out of it, it's so easy to do it. And if even if you go stage 1, it puts it up to about 520 horsepower without doing anything else to the car. And obviously, if you then want to start decatting it and remapping it, and you get
there's a lot more
huge power. Well, not huge power, but you get quite a. It doesn't cost that much to get sort of over 550 horsepower in it, which I like. But again, that's quite similar to your car. Yours is very similar.
Yeah, so we've got the kind of typical S55 and E58 difference there, but
yeah, like mine likes to spin the crank up apparently if you tune it. So that's why I'm a bit reticent to do it, but maybe one day.
Yeah, I think it's probably, I don't know how likely that is it? It's a fairly common problem with modified ones, but I wonder whether it's talked about more than it happens.
Well, from what I've seen, and I've not obviously experienced it, thankfully, it seems to be more on the dual clutch transmission cars, or the DCT cars, and it's the ones that, they're like stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, whatever. They're the ones that it tends to happen more on. But it does seem to happen on just standard cars that haven't been modified as well. So it's not just unique to modified cars. It does happen, or can happen on anything.
I didn't know that actually. I thought it was a kind of reliable thing when it was standard.
I mean they are, but it's sort of like 1 in 1,000 or maybe 1 in 10,000. I don't know. It will, if it's standard, will spin the crank up.
Okay. Yeah.
But if it's modified, the odds of that happening go up. Yeah.
Hey guys, I just wanted to say thank you for watching our first video. We've got loads more content coming. Please like and subscribe, it would really help us out. And hopefully we'll see you soon.